challenge of finding a large free-ranging red stag becomes a challenge in modern times, especially when competing against choppers, culls, spotlighters, and even pressure for public land hunters. On this episode, I'll be going after one of the biggest red stags I've laid eyes on. It all started with a quick morning scout to see what size stags were roaring in the area amongst the thick morning fog. And after just a few glimpses, I laid eyes on him and continued to observe him and other deer throughout the morning. It was hard for me to work out how many points he had hanging off his head, but I was confident he was at least holding 12 points, and he looked to be an absolute giant compared to the young 10 point who was hanging around. I let out a few roars to keep him fired up whilst I filmed and photographed him, but had eventually caught in this young stag. I pulled out and away from the deer, leaving them undisturbed, and quickly made plans to return in the morning with Nick and his son Nikolai to try and relocate him and get the drop on him. The next morning we were up in the hills and in amongst the stags right away. We observed some different animals but was having trouble relocating the big boy in his harem. That was a bit close, wasn't it? We eventually found him raking his antlers against a gum tree branch. At first look, Nick and I were convinced it was the wrong animal due to him standing frontal, but I soon recognised one of the smaller points poking out backward at the top of his left antler, and quickly got into position whilst Nick acted as cameraman.
Yeah, that's not in there. That's not it. Yeah. Yeah. Đi đen.
To say we were shocked that he was a 16-pointer would be an understatement. His left antler held 9 points, while his right antler held 7. A true free-range Australian giant. It's very likely that I'll never have the opportunity at a stag of this calibre left again. But the hope of it keeps me coming back into the hills every rut.